Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel everyone, and in this video we are going to have a look at basic layouts in Compose. In Android Jetpack Compose we have the very basic one as column. Here we have column and we need a modifier. So the first thing I'm doing here is adding a modifier here. So I have set the background as white. Now I'm going to set the width and height. So for now I'm setting the width as fill maximum width and fill maximum height. Our column is ready. Now on the right side you get a preview of your code. This preview will basically show how your UI will look. For this function we have here composable and preview annotation. So to all those functions which have preview annotation, those will be the preview of those functions will be shown in this view. Here it is. We have a column with background color as white and maximum. I have set the width as maximum width and maximum height. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to create here text view. Okay, so text, now in this text modifier I have set the padding as 8 dp. Now it will add a padding of 8 dp around the text, right? And then I'm adding the text here, heading, and then color will be color dot black. I will display the text in black color. So again we need to refresh it. Similarly, just like this text, we are going to create another text. In the text I am going to type. Now you can see that here is our text with the first the padding is applied, and then here we have this text heading, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the font size. For that I'm going to add here, let me set this as 24 sp, and the description font size as 18 sp. Now if you look at this, you can see that here the text is automatically wrapped in this text view. Okay, if it cannot display it here, then it will automatically move that word to the next line. And also if you see here, there is so much space between this heading text and this description text. Now what I want to do is I want to remove this too much space in between. So instead of setting the padding on all sides as 8 dp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep separate paddings for vertical and horizontal. And let me copy this and put here as well. And now you can see that our padding is applied, right? Now what I want is I want some space between the heading on top of this heading text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the padding to this column here, and now you can see that it looks pretty. Then this is how we can arrange basic text in a column. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another column. So this is basically column inside a column. Same thing, modifier dot, this time I'm adding with background color. So color dot light gray, and in this I'm going to add here text, title, font size, and another text here. Now you can see that here we have another column, and here this time the background color is light gray, so I'm going to set it fill maximum width. So now it will take the maximum width available to it, and this time we don't have any padding here or spacing. And see, you can see the difference between the one which have more space in between and then the one with no space. So you can clearly spot the differences here. The first one looks much neat and user friendly, while the second one with no spacing looks horrible and it doesn't looks good to the user. So that's how you can create a big difference by just giving proper spacing to the UI elements. And especially when it is text, you need to make sure that your text is easier to read. Now let's add spacing to these elements, the one which we created later. I'm going to start by adding a modifier here, and same thing here as well. And this time when we set the spacing as all, in the padding, you can see that we have added the spacing, but it still looks strange because there is too much space. Just like the previous one, we are going to add proper spacing here, and I'm just going to copy paste this here, and also I'm going to add the padding, vertical padding. So if I refresh this, you can see the changes will be applied here. Now you can see how pretty it looks now. So that's how you can create a column. Now in this video we have seen how we can create column layout, put text inside it, and also put another column inside a column or nested column. Now you might have noticed that we are quickly able to create a text view heading and another text view description, and then another column inside the first column with two texts, and also apply the attributes like color, font size, and also background color. We were able to do this quickly, so we can say that Jetpack Compose is time saving, and it also makes our code more readable. So that's it for this video. In next video we are going to have a look at row. It's similar to column, but the difference is that uh, the views inside the row are arranged next to one another instead of on top of one another.